Kind of Pregnant is Amy Schumer's new film out on Netflix, and it's kind of not worth watching. Kind of Pregnant stars Amy Schumer as a down on her luck single woman, and Will Forte as the unlikely romance that forms between her. It is a film that is not really worth watching. It's kind of pointless. It has a very, very just out there concept of a woman pretending to be pregnant and going through a pregnancy tourism that leads to her end up falling in love with somebody who doesn't know she's not pregnant, and she has to hide the fact that she's not pregnant by pretending to be pregnant, and then it all falls apart for her. The basic plot of the film is just that. She is with someone who she thinks is going to ask her to move in or marry her because her friend at school, she's a school teacher, her friend that's a school teacher are all getting married, and she thinks that's what's going to happen to her, which comes to find out the guy's just really wanting to have a threesome with her and somebody else because he's been cheating on her, you find out. So she ends up breaking up with him and kind of having a little meltdown where she ends up finding a baby bump or a fake pregnancy bump. She puts it on just to look at herself in the mirror. When she tries on this sweater, a lady comes in and says, "Oh dear, you're expecting, how beautiful, you're glowing," stuff like that. So she continues to wear the baby bump, and people start to react differently to her. A guy gives her an apple, she eats the apple. A man gives up his seat on the subway for her. So she decides she wants to go to a pregnancy class or a pregnancy like yoga class. She goes to it where she ends up meeting somebody who is very friendly to her, so it becomes one of her friends, which she can't tell this person that she's not actually pregnant, but she pretends or keeps up the facade that she is pregnant, and this woman ends up having a brother that lives with him in the garage that turns out to be Will Forte's character, who she met earlier in the film after her breakup at a coffee shop just randomly for a few minutes. She met him and made him pretend to be somebody that she was meeting there or speaking to when one of her friends comes in. And the film kind of goes downhill from there because they all think she's pregnant and progressing at a certain rate, as the other woman is pregnant and progressing at a certain rate towards their pregnancy. And it ends with what ends up happening is her two friends from school are pregnant and they're having a dual or a joint baby shower. Amy Schumer's character shows up to the baby shower not pregnant because her friends don't know that she's faking being pregnant, and then one of the friends, having found out that she was dating or talking to somebody else, and kind of out of spite ends up inviting these people that she's still friendly with, or Will Forte's character, his sister, and the sister's husband. Amy Schumer shoves a turkey or a large chicken under her dress to pretend to be pregnant, and then they point out that she's pregnant and she's given up the baby or she's going to terminate. She gives a speech where she doesn't care about this, and then she drops the turkey, "I'm not really pregnant," and it goes downhill from there because she's batshit crazy in this capacity, or she's just a crazy person pretending to be pregnant. Some time passes. She goes back to that one lady's house who she became friends with. She apologizes, and then she sees Will Forte's character and tries to make amends with him, but he won't have it. And then a little bit of time passes, and he shows up on his Zamboni to say that he wants to be with her, or he picks her up on the Zamboni, and they go off riding, and they run into a bunch of cars and a bunch of they run into a bunch of cars or some little shops that are set up on the side of the road, and that's how the film ends. It's kind of a stinker. It's very predictable throughout what's going to happen. The absurd premise that she's pretending to be pregnant is literally held throughout the entire film, and it's not one that I would recommend. There's a few jokes in it that kind of make you chuckle a little bit, but it kind of falls flat throughout the whole thing. Amy Schumer is not very funny in this one, no matter how hard she's trying. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend it. Thank you for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, and have a good day.